Folk now set to 6 on the board.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over first and 10. 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go too.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. CeeDee Lamb, 75 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Taken from about the 12. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Play action. Cunningham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. To throw on second down, Cunningham. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Cunningham. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 33 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Back to throw. Mixon. In trouble, and he's taken down. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out right at the 35. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw from his end zone. Cunningham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Got to be careful here, backed up this deep on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Play action. Cunningham. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So, selection of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Cunningham. He's going to take another shot here. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. C.D. Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Looking to throw. Nixon. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Sanders. And he's got room. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the gun, here's Romo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long out.
Touchdown! Billy Joe Dupree, 34 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Play fake. Now Cunningham. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Play action, it's Cunningham. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Play action. Cunningham. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Romo's throw taken in by Diggs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Touchdown, Cowboys! Billy Joe Dupree with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. On second down, here's Cunningham. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security. And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock. Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Cunningham. Looking deep for Adams. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Adams. 30 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Nick Folk for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, our home team 14, visitors 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. It's Romo. He'll buy some time right. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They do snap it. Now Romo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Make it happen.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Romo going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it.
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try the left side. It's Sanders, and he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Another day,
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the interception, here's Romo. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Romo finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On 1st down, it's Romo. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cunningham. Being chased out left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a play fake, and it's Romo. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The final shot before the break. Romo going deep for Diggs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So the difference is 6 points as we get set to resume action here in this third quarter of play. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got him in, complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Randy Moss, 83 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that will put them on top here in the third. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big.
And now for the third time, Romo intercepted. Picked off by a former Cowboy, Deion Sanders. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now Cunningham. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. And a huge play that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Randall Cunningham keeping it himself from a yard out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Visitors 7, Steelers 0.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this.
That boy real good, Ed. So appreciate the view, man. Appreciate the view.
Touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down. Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Pickett. Flush to his right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I'm still trying to figure out, Ed, what quarterback is Pickett? Who the fuck is that? You got Pickett and Pickett
Extra point by
on the same team. Who the fuck is these players? This nigga got no-name players. Appreciate the view, man.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Cunningham to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there on 3rd down. Seven, our score after 1. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 26 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Hey, Ed, if you can, since you in the chat, man, can you Google and tell me the full name of this quarterback this man is using? His last name is Pickett. Who is that? I don't know who that is. If you know off the top of your head, or if you can Google for me, please put that in the comments, because I do not know what the fuck quarterback he has. I never heard of this guy.
It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. Claypool with another catch. And he gets this one to midfield.
Is Kenny Pickett?
He's brought down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think, a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing.
Gets through, and now an opening.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
Touchdown.
I never heard of Kenny Pickett. Was he good? I mean, he doing his thing with the dude, but was this man good, though, is the question.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch
Kenny
it, too,
Pickett
before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense.
You think new quarter? Like he played for Pittsburgh, for real? So was it like, did he start playing around in like 2013? Or like, when was this? Like, is he now the quarterback for Pittsburgh now after whatchamacallit died?
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Cunningham looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder coming
All right, so it's Kenny Pickett. That's who he's playing with.
Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth
Kenny
first half
Pickett.
that we've seen.
What is Kenny Pickett?
Here's Cunningham. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A play fake. Now Cunningham. Looking downfield for Jones. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they move this.
I swear I'm trying to figure out who in the fuck is Kenny Pickett, bro. Hey, you got me so lost right now, Ed. Ed, you know some shit I don't know. Boy, you know some shit. Because I still don't know who the fuck Kenny Pickett is.
Whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
I don't know no fucking Kenny Pickett. Who the fuck is Kenny Pickett?
Gain, and it brings up second down.
Kenny
Now
Pickett?
whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
What's going on?
As they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
What's going on, man? That nigga said Kenny Pickett.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Whew. Pocket getting scraped. Oh, touchdown! That nigga right there making plays.
as time
That
expires
nigga
in
right
the
there
first
making
half.
plays.
And his guys are going to take the lead.
My boy got Kenny
But
Pickett.
my education continues in this
Boy, that's
game.
the
I've got to tell you,
first time I
because
ever
there's
heard
not
of this
an
guy.
analyst
When he
in
came out the
world
draft,
that would have said pass up the field goal here.
I ain't
Go
trying to
for
be
it.
funny,
And
ISO
expect
Joe.
for it to
Who
be
is Kenny Pickett?
successful.
Did this guy,
And it
like, did you get him out the
was. I mean, they're
draft,
playing
the
this one just
fantasy
like a
draft?
video
Or,
game.
or what is like,
Especially for the
this
final
man
play
been
of the
playing
first
for them
half,
boys?
the
Cause I
guts
don't
to
know,
do
you know what I'm
that,
saying? I ain't trying to make
but I
fun or
guess
nothing
what
like
we
that.
say, the end will justify
Bro said
the
yeah.
means, right?
No
He came
doubt
out the
about
draft,
it. For
yeah.
you and
Okay,
me,
okay, say
we
less.
live, we learn.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
Okay, so he was drafted
He will be
2021.
blocked out here inside the 20. Good
Okay,
coverage as he's
okay,
dropped
I
at
need
the
to.
17.
Well, y'all put me up on game history. That's an old history lesson right there. Cause I damn sure did not know
The
who bro
Pittsburgh
was. Like,
offense
I was
at
so
the line
lost
to
right
start
now.
their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pickett. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Chase Young in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Now a diving effort right side.
Boy, that
out.
was
He's
so
got it.
glitchy. That was so glitchy. Good play, dog. That was so
But
good.
on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort.
Yeah, I
there.
know Ben
They wanna
retired,
make
bro.
sure it pays
I know
off.
that for sure, for sure. I'm just saying, but he just had one of the
Forced out to his
glitchiest plays
left.
you could have right
And he's got his target.
That was my
Hills.
fault. I let him run past it. Bro had one of the glitchiest plays. I'm still trying to figure out Kenny Pickett 2021 draft. Bro out here balling with this so-called Kenny Pickett guy. He balling with him, but in real life, he's a nobody. Kenny Pickett, no. Bro would never see a Super Bowl. Ever. But he balling with him right now, though. Whatever his stats is, I ain't gonna allow him to go to the auction when we get back to the lobby. I got to see these stats, bro, because bro is balling with this guy.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Off play action. Cunningham out to his left. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty
Hey,
mistake.
bro.
You're exactly right about that.
Hey,
Parker, because
bro.
it all
What
comes
the
down to
fuck
covering
just
up the
happened?
football. Look,
Hey,
turnovers are
when
gonna
I
happen.
know you
They're
about to say the
inevitable.
dumbest
But
shit,
in a
man.
tie game in the
Bro,
third
did
quarter,
you just see
those
that
turnovers
shit?
can change the tide of the ball game.
Bro,
And
what
now
the
it's up to
fuck?
their defense to try and bail
I wasn't
them
even
out.
trying to celebrate. That's the
Gotta take care
fuck.
of the rock.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive.
I wouldn't even
And
try
he
to
is
celebrate,
met
dog.
quickly in the
That was like
backfield.
some
Down he goes,
bullshit. I
folded
fucked
like
around
a
and hit the
lawn
button
chair.
by accident.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss.
I
That's
fucked
going to
around
bring
and
up
hit the
second
button
and
by
11.
accident. Booty head. You ain't never lied, dog.
Off the play fake.
Fucked
Pickett.
around and hit that button by accident, dog. Oh, come on now. Come on now. This man overthrowing the ball with this damn Pickett dude.
Gets outside of the
Come
pocket.
on, Bell.
Your job as a defensive back.
Bro,
make sure you stay
did
as
you
deep
see
as
the
deepest
accident,
receiver
dog? Did
and
you
not
see
let
that
anyone
shit?
leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there, having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Well, you is not about to throw that. I ain't gonna lie. You been doing good with your little Pickett guy, but goddamn now. That nigga would have did that shit, boy. I'd have goddamn found me a
This
new hobby.
offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll roll him out right.
Oh yeah.
Got some room at the
This
30.
motherfucker, this damn Pickett guy, bro. I'm talking about like
it
it's the same dude
Line
too.
of scrimmage, the 31
He get
now,
out,
1st and
he might
10.
get a run.
They hand this off to Harris.
He ain't going nowhere
And he'll
now.
manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're
This
hoping that
damn
the second
Pickett
half is
dude.
better for him than the first half.
nigga
They've
balling
gotta
out
find
for
a
this
way to
young
get
nigga,
him
man.
going. He's a big part of their offense.
This damn Pickett dude balling out for this
Following the
young nigga,
pickup
man.
of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Pickett.
Won't ball out today. Oh my gracious, y'all boys won't let me
Over in
keep.
that time, but it's
What
going
the
to
fuck?
lead to 3rd down.
What the fuck
So
is going
after the
on?
2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Flushed out right.
Oh my.
Here's Johnson.
Bro, he's giving. Hey, Madden on that fuck shit. Madden on that fuck shit. Madden on that fuck shit for this young nigga. Madden on that fuck shit.
Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Madden on that fuck shit for this young nigga.
On 1st down, Pickett. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight
Madden
end
on that
fire move
fuck
over
shit
the
for this
middle.
young nigga.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's Madden for you, boy.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in
No,
scramble
my
drill.
G.
So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open
I get it.
space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long.
This damn
That
Pickett
throw
dude
no
balling
different.
out for this
Yeah, a
young
lot of
nigga.
people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've
Did the
given
right
up a
thing,
few
young
first
nigga.
downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Targets the
Good stuff.
sideline. He'll complete
I got
this
stuck on
pass
the
to
goddamn
Johnson.
D-line, bro.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Got stuck on
And
the
he's going to
fucking
press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. An option handoff given to Harris. And he's
Good job.
going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Ben, air this man out, man. Let this man keep a close game with fucking Pickett.
And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
It's a good game. I like this game. It's a good game. Bro doing good. Bro got game on him.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
I should have accident on my whole fucking kneecap, man. Looking down at the phone, trying to see what y'all boys were saying, telling me. Crazy.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Larry suck on Larry suck.
The 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw.
Oh, throw the ball.
Flush to his right.
Sheesh.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Who he got on the edge? Look at Reggie White. That's who he got on the edge.
Decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Okay.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep
no, I won't let you get that. Won't let you ball hawk nothing today, big dog. Tripping. I would not let you do any of that, big dog.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
Not let you do any of that, big dog. Looked good. I'm not too looked good. I would not let you do that, dog. Not today, I won't.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back
yes, sir.
the middle. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Yes,
so how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
See the whole field. Some people only see half a field. Oh, why is not hiking the ball? I'm steady tapping eggs. Hike the ball.
Signal for a timeout, so
bro, I literally hiked the ball.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock. And probably was
Madden on that BS. Madden tried to bum old buddy out. Madden on that BS.
And it cost him.
Cool. It's cool, Madden. Madden trying to bum old buddy out. It's cool. It's cool. You know, it's cool. Trying to bum old buddy out real quick. Appreciate everybody that's tuning in.
Back to throw.
Oh, he got too tall Jones back there. Tall ass motherfucker.
Picked off with great anticipation.
He got too tall back there.
The Steelers have
good
just
play, good
play. This football game.
Good
as
play.
much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Let's just make this one succinct.
Nice job. That nigga had too tall back there. Caught me with the motherfucking rebound.
And putting it down.
Off play action. Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Caught me with the boom, bam, boom.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off the play fake. Pickett. He's going to air one out.
No, that bitch. Come on. He over too tall. You couldn't jump for that. GG's, man. Good game. Too tall, couldn't jump for that. Good game, bro. Too tall, couldn't jump for that. That's crazy. They just let Too Tall jump for some shit on my ass. That's crazy.
For the end zone, but
good shit. Good shit.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their deep.
Oh, that's crazy. Kenny Pickett. Kenny fucking Pickett. Kenny Pickett? That's crazy. GG's, chat. That one little play, chat. That one little play messed the kid up, chat. Then he had bro out there in the backfield too. That kind of fucked up shit as well. Back in here though, chat.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Cunningham. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Give to Cook out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the
Appreciate
guys
everybody that's
covering
watching the
it, it's
screen
being
right
able
now,
to
man.
stop them deep in their own
Thank y'all.
territory.
Thank
How
y'all.
about that
Appreciate y'all.
incredible
Everybody that's
form
watching the screen
tackle
right now.
there?
Appreciate y'all for tuning in.
Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Cunningham. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Looking downfield for Jones. It got his man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Cunningham to throw. They're trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This is almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying
Ugly
to
stuff
get.
so
were so
bad.
close.
This
Right?
damn
And now the 6 going the other direction.
Ugly
So
stuff even
when you
when-
take a look
even when
at
he
teams
caught
on
the
the
ball.
march, they're in the red zone, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Cunningham looking to throw. Steps away. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Pat Fryermuth there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone, cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Cunningham. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up. And what's going to be the final play of this first quarter? 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took it beyond. Boy, they giving this man everything, dog. Golly.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down, it's Cunningham. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Oh, why my deep zone ain't even covered this? Ah, this shit crazy. Bro, the deep zone don't even cover the deep zone.
26 yards.
Yeah, it's one of them games.
The Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
Don't nobody play none of the positions you put him in.
And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off at the 33. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Cunningham. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
God, man, this making me glitching so fucking bad, man. Golly, bro. Every time I get the ball, this man got me back.
Knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
It's all good, though.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
I'm talking about, like, chat, look how bad my stuff is, like, glitching so bad. Like, look at this. Ever since I got in this lobby with this man, look what my stuff been doing.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. Flush to his right. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Sheesh, Chet. I can't stop
glitching. On the move. Now 2 straight incompletions.
Like
looking at 3rd and 10.
It's bad, Chet. Talking about like, look at the score. Bad, Chet. Can't stop glitching. Oh. I'll go though, Chet.
They'll look to throw again. That swung out wide to Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
I wouldn't even post
Randall
ran the ball there.
In the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
It's a rough game right now. It's rough. I've been glitching for a minute.
On the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick.
It's good, though. Oh, my God, it went out of bounds. Like, come on, guy.
Unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off play action, it's Cunningham.
Oh, man, I'm glitching.
Flushed out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis.
Hey, let me get a yo if you in here, man. Checking in, man. Ed, if you in the lobby, man, let me get a yo, man. Hit me with a yo, man. I need you right now, big dog. Your boy is in a blender. Oh, Lord, this shit is getting heavy. Ed, if I ain't glitching on phone. Ed, look at this shit.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown.
For them right in front of our eyes, they're going to be looking for some answers quickly.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
I'm about ready to quit from this dude, man. I can't play like this, bro. He playing on mobile phone Wi-Fi, and that's just fucking me up, bro.
Again, it's Cook.
He playing on mobile phone Wi-Fi. This shit just fucking me up.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Maybe he got that out the blues Wi-Fi.
A great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. A play fake. Now Cunningham. On the move to his left.
That's Pitt. Come on, don't die for Pickett. Come on now, Mike Hayes.
Like someone was very
pick the ball.
His ability to
They've been doing the same bullshit.
I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have
I get these guys first down. Like, come on, man.
Back to throw. Cunningham.
That's big. I picked the ball. I'm glitching so bad. I won't let me pick the ball. This shit crazy.
It was a well-timed collision to draw.
I'm talking about as soon as I hit circle, that bitch froze.
That leads to 2nd and goal.
I can't win like this, boy.
They're going to run this with a tight end.
Can't win like this.
And he will take this one.
I'm beating myself up.
For a Viking touchdown.
Beating myself up, Chad.
David Njoku. Excellent
all
work
good, though.
there.
We take our loss like a
on the
man.
touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
I ain't glitched this bad in so long, dog.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I come back too, I'm falling to the ground.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
Tribute chat.
Well together, but every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
When you talk about going to your playmakers, they probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's how bad this shit is. Can't even pick a play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tragic, dog. This shit tragic. And again, it's like I can't even quit. I ain't no quitter. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit, man.
Ball play action. Cunningham.
Shit, man.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30.
This man is
and they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It should be a law against that, bro. Dudes like y'all should be y'all shouldn't even be even allowed to doggone play in the
now from all the way down inside the 30. Here's
y'all shouldn't even be allowed to play, bro. If you ain't got clear doggone waffle, you shouldn't even be allowed to play, dog. That shit that bad. You shouldn't even be allowed to play.
Off the play fake. Cunningham. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Some guys just simply have it.
He's known for, he averaged 15.6 yards per reception during his playing days. Highest career yards per catch average for any player with 900 or more receptions. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit.
I missed the fucking kick, dog. That's how bad this shit is. Look at this shit.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Visitors 17.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
I'd have had worse losses than this right now. It's the only thing that make you better.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other.
Depressing,
Gain of 6.
This shit depressing, dog. You can't even play with a man with fucked up Wi-Fi. This shit depressing, man.
Makes it 3rd.
Looking to throw. Cunningham. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive.
Every 2 seconds, you glitch me up. Like every 2 seconds.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
I can't even stop.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's able to pick inside the 5 at the 4. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Good shit.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt